What's up guys, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I went from 10K a month back in 2022 on one of my first bigger businesses, which was an info product business. I did this simultaneously while running a huge e-commerce store. Nowadays, this works across everything that we operate behind JLGroup. Service businesses, info businesses, SaaS businesses, these ad principles, they work across the board if you sell anything to anyone. But for this specific company, it was an info product. And I want to first dive into the proof of it. Keep in mind, I'm showing you guys this so you can copy and paste it into your life or your business to take maybe your 5 or 10K a month business, side hustle, whatever you have, and amplify the shit out of it with paid advertising. Because paid advertising, I always say, without paid advertising in your business, it's not a real business. Like, you need a reliable source of new customers and you need a way to pay for them and then get more money out. If you don't have that, you don't have a company, you definitely don't have a scaling company. So let me first show you guys the proof on how I got to $1 million a month doing this and the spend behind it. And then let's dive into how you guys should replicate this. So just to show you proof really quick, we're gonna have to blur out a good amount of it, but like you can see in the top left, my profile photo, in the top right, my little IBO, if you know, you know, which just like an identity you could use on Facebook. If you need that, DM me. And then all the spend. Obviously, you can see these were mainly book call funnels and lead funnels, and also a bit of DM me funnels and profile visit funnels. But that's the proof for you. Now let's get into the what you can learn from this and how you can replicate it and actually getting to this level in spend. So the first thing you need to understand is that paid advertising is inherently not difficult. The reason for that is because all you're doing is you're showing your product, your service, your app to a customer that needs it. And I say that it's not difficult because if your product, service, or offer is really good, it's not going to be hard for you to sell that thing. Like, think about it. The person needs the thing. For instance, I'll use the example of if you have a fitness loss training service program. Like, someone who needs to lose weight, they know they need to lose weight. So if you present them a good offer with good marketing, they're going to want to learn more about that offer because it's a want that they have. But where paid advertising will become extremely hard and it's guaranteed to not work is if your offer sucks. So the biggest core North Star you should look at is, what am I giving the world? Because even if you're at 10K or 100K a month, if what you're giving to the world, you have to reevaluate everything. And I can tell you that because I was in this spot at 600K a month 2 years ago, and I like really had to reevaluate everything that I was doing, which but I did so because I really did deep down feel my offer was decent, people liked it, it was selling, we were doing 7 million a year, but I knew it wasn't what I wanted it to be. I knew it wasn't as good as it could have been, and I had a better idea, and I shifted it. And this is back when I had the business I was talking about, I showed you guys the ads for. I brought it from an e-com based info product to a start your business info product because I wanted to get businesses that weren't just doing e-com. I wanted any business, service, apps, SaaS, etc. to come and learn how to start, because that's eventually where now we've garnered so many of the partners inside of JLGroup. So I wanted people to be service businesses, not just e-com. So that was a big shift for me to have a better offer there, but it worked super well as now we're way past 10 million a year. And the takeaway to take from it is your offer must be good. Don't be afraid to change it. Now, once your offer is great, here's the fun part. When it comes to paid ads, the key is you're not spending money, you're investing money into a money printer. And I say a money printer because when you figure out paid ads, it literally is as simple as you're putting $1 in to get $3, $4, $5 out. First off, anyone who says 5x, 10x, 20x ROAS is the goal, these guys are liars. They are lying to you, and they probably don't run ads at high scale. Almost every company that runs mega spend, they know a 2 to 4x in most cases in service and info businesses. I found that's the sweet spot. And the reason is you can go and off to your 10x return on ad spend, but it doesn't matter if you're spending $1,000 to make 10 grand. I'd way rather spend 30 grand to make 100, right? The ratio would only be 3.3, so technically that return's a lot lower, but the goal is to spend as much as possible and make as much as possible at a profitable rate. So that's what we've always had as our thesis, and when you're running ads, that's your only goal. So your only goal is to get to the point where you have a money printer making you about 3x every dollar you put in out. And to do that's very simple. The first step after your great offer, second step, make sure you have a really good creative strategy. And the best way to look at creative strategy is just to think, what type of video do I need that will work for my niche, for my customer, for my offer? The beautiful thing about it is you can do competitive research. Go find competitors already running ads and replicate the that they're doing. Like I always say to my students, to partners, why would you go and try to reinvent the wheel? You're in a classroom and there's a really smart Asian kid next to you. Just copy the kid's answers. Like that's what I would do. That's what any smart high schooler would do, is like studying, copy the smart kid. So the same thing applies to business. You can copy the smart business, the person already doing well. The person I see who has 50 ads that are already live, I know that person's making money, so I'm gonna replicate their shit. Once you have creative strategy down, that's where it gets fun, because now you're ready to launch. I've always liked to launch stuff simple. I like simple and I like done. The best thing you could test is new creatives, but what does matter a lot past your launch is your landing page. So actually launching the Facebook or TikTok or wherever you're running your ads, Meta for anyone who doesn't want to use Facebook anymore. All that matters in my book is creative and where the leads are going, where the customers are going. So you can go and optimize interests and targeting. And to be frank, we do that. I'm not going to say we don't, because I'd be lying to you guys. But when you start, I don't want you to do that. That's like, do that when you're spending 20, 50, 100 grand a month. When you're starting, keep things broad, let the pixels and let Meta's algorithm optimize that. Androma or whatever the recent update was, this AI with Meta is getting so intelligent and they put so much money into it. I trust it with my life, so give it a ton of creatives and make sure you give it that ammunition to test. I would test with at least 5 creatives, and you guys are going to see if you have that good offer, you build a decent landing page, which is the last step, is make sure you have a good place you're sending the customers. Converting with paid advertising is not easy, but here's where you're going to mess up. Where everyone messes up is actually doing the work correctly and taking what I said in this video and doing it. So you guys will see in a next video we're doing on this channel, it's in my eyes the biggest mistake people make, the biggest F up people make, is people aren't dialed in, they don't have their biohacking down. So I'm gonna make a video on that soon, but I appreciate you guys for watching this ads video. Anything you guys wanna see on this value-driven channel, message down below in the description or the bio of this. We're gonna say also my story and stuff. So if you guys, anything really about me, I'll be an open book on this channel. I want to make you guys a ton of cash, and leave a like, subscribe if you guys like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.